Give me just a moment for YouTube to catch up, and it'll be all good. Okay, be right back. Hey guys, welcome in. Let me do a quick audio check. Mic check. Hey guys, welcome in. All right, cool. All right, I got Kendra up first. Thanks. Sorry about the delay today, guys. Long story short, I'm having some logistical issues with these repair people, but we're gonna get it sorted out. I had to change which I ended up having to work late anyway, so it is all golden. It is all good. Let me move the dragon deck. I got Kendra up first. And I did a reading already today, and I nailed it, which was really, really fun for like one of my favorite people ever. And so the energy, I'm feeling really strong today, energetically, so we're good. And yeah, Kendra's up. Okay. Okay, I'm live. Hi, Willow. I turned my fireplace off temporarily because I'm not in that room. I'm just such a crazy person. All right, Kendra, so we want a big kahuna, and we want to talk about, no, I mean, I'm kind of going through something, but also I know I'm going to be okay, and I'm very hopeful for the future. There's just a lot. Hey, Julianne. All right, so there's just so much. So much that already wasn't on my bingo card for this year, but that's the story of my life, is I just have to keep moving. So I got back into making videos. Does Spirit have any guidance about this? What can I expect getting back into videos? Can I get more details as to who this King of Swords is? Do you want to do two separate, Kendra, or you want to do or the one big kahuna? Yeah, no, I am going to be okay. It just, life throws us curveballs, and yeah, anyway. Yeah. Do you want to just confirm, Kendra, did you want one big reading or? All right, so while we're doing that, I'm going to, Spirit, please reopen me up. Thanks for already doing a reading today, which was so awesome. Archangel Michael, please protect our energy on this live stream right now. Please help connect me with people who need to hear messages today for their highest good. Spirit, I want to be as clear as possible today. Please open me up again to be a clear channel to deliver messages for the greater good as clear as we can. And so it is. All right. right, Kendra, I'm assuming we're doing all one big one, so I'm just going to go for it. Go back to PayPal. Yes, okay, cool. And then I have Virgo up next. Give me 1 second, guys. Thank you so much. I see you. Yeah. I just have to monitor this real quickly. Okay. All right, Spirit, we're going to start with Kendra first. First, we want to talk about the videos, and then I'm going to pile on the I'm going to do clarifiers for the when we talk about the guy, this King of Swords energy. Oh shit, I need to go into my how many freaking emails do you have? Okay. We're going to talk about video. Spirit, deep breath. Kendra, Spirit, connect me to Kendra's energy, Spirit. And we want to connect to Kendra, her creativity, Kendra making videos. What guidance do you have about Kendra making videos specifically? What can Kendra expect about getting into making videos? Does Spirit have any guidance, and what can Kendra expect with making videos? The Hermit came out. So with the Hermit coming out, I'm already, it's already flowing, honey. All right, here's the deal. Let the guidance come from within. Create the content, and I remember, and I've said this before, create the content that you want to see, that you want to watch, that lights you up. You do not need to compare your channel to any other genre. Sure, okay, yeah, go ahead and peek around and do whatever, but at the end of the day, you have your own unique voice. And with that Hermit energy, really let the information come from you and flow from you. Because the way that you do something and approach something is different. Like, I read tarot on here, but I am not, my channel isn't the same as every other tarot reader. And I've talked about this. Shout out way back. I don't even know how he's doing. If anyone ever remembers watching him, I think he got ill and stopped making videos. But Tarot Oracle was the main person who inspired me to start my channel and do this kind of work. And though we both read tarot, I feel we read a little bit differently. Long story short, hold on 1 sec. Sorry guys. Are you kidding me? Now they're gonna, okay, sorry. I think they're gonna send someone to my house tonight. This is insane, sorry. But we're gonna do these readings. So, here's the thing. Let me ignore this. Make sure that it's coming from you, it's coming from your heart, and it's coming from your wisdom. Because the way that you share it and the way that you speak it is right. It's right on course. You don't have to compare to the algorithm. You don't have to do whatever. Like, do something that's authentic from you. Okay, Spirit, what else do we have? We have the Four of Wands. What do you feel comfortable about? What do you feel excited about? The other thing is, don't be afraid to try new things, but don't force yourself to perform either. The Two of Wands, maybe you want to make a schedule for yourself and plan things out. Hey, Chris. Yes, I am. Feels so trendy. Yeah. That I'll blend in or be overlooked. Here, I have a really small channel. I have under 2,000 subscribers, and I do not feel overlooked. I mean, I interact with you guys in a different way than just posting regular videos, but I am very fulfilled with this work. and what I'm doing, because I honestly don't know that I would be able to handle any more than exactly what is like going on right now, if that makes sense. But yes, I'm still open. So full transparency before I keep going in this reading, I was supposed to have an appliance fixed today. They never came. Let me actually text them back right now. Yeah, I don't even understand. So anyway, so I may need to do like an intermission or something like that, but we're going to keep going here and we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out as we go along. So that's what we're going to do tonight. All right. Because I just have to effing go with it, because listen, I can't control anything around me right now, and I just have to roll with it. Ooh, magician. Ooh, we got the devil. Yeah. Let me see what else we have here. Let me grab the top. Ooh, the Empress. Look at her. Hey, Blue Star. Yeah, he actually unfortunately Tarot Oracle got ill. He shared all that on his channel and then he kind of went away. So I'm wishing him the best. I hope he's okay. But yeah, I mean, back during COVID, I was like, you know what? I think I should just start doing this online, and that's what I did. And everything for me is exactly the way that I want it. Because if I had 100,000 subscribers, like, I don't know that I would be able. It would be too. It would probably be too overwhelming. I don't think I would be able to handle that client load. Because I'm in a good spot now with all the stuff I got going on. Anyways, this isn't about me. We're bringing this back to Kendra's reading. So let's recap. Let's get back in this energy, and I'm not going to look at my phone anymore. I'm going to flip it over. So, okay. We have the Four of Wands, Eight of Swords, and Two of Wands. With the Two of Wands, maybe you want to plan out the type of content that you want to do. If you feel inspired, great, go ahead and do something. But maybe you want to, if you want to be consistent, depending on, the content or whatever it is that you're creating, the other thing is, like, don't do it because you want to do it. Do it because you want to do it. And I'm not saying you're not going to be successful. I'm just saying, like, with the Tower and the Five of Cups, if lightning doesn't strike and you don't go viral in like 3 months, don't be discouraged and don't give up. Create the content because you want to create the content. And I honestly feel like the channels that I watch, when people are, and I know there's a lot of fake crap out there, but when people tend to be more authentic and come to the camera with something to actually say instead of just pumping out whatever, I feel like those are the kind of people that get an audience, whether it's like vlog style or like topic type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So where are we starting here? You're coming from Judgment and Ace of Swords. You have something to say. You have learned some things. You have something to say. You have, I think that you have an interesting voice and something that you want to say. The other thing I will say is, I saw your video pop up right before this, by the way. I didn't get to watch it yet, but I'm going to watch it tonight. With the Four of Wands, there's something, you come across very energetic. There's something very exciting about your videos as well. And so I say, keep doing it, try different things, but don't get discouraged if you don't pop off immediately. Even if because you could be doing it for a while. Do it because you actually are really enjoying and loving what you're doing. Eight of Swords is, imposter syndrome, second guessing, overthinking. Just let yourself do the thing. There's this one guy, what's his name? There's this one kid called like Ian on YouTube, and he used to film stuff. I don't know if you guys watch this guy. He used to film stuff in like 7-Eleven, or he used to work there. and then he got fired, and then he's kind of just been like bebopping, but someone like recommended his channel, and then his channel blew up after like 10 years of like vlogging. So you never know what can happen. Two of Swords and the Star. You are going to attract the right kind of audience to you, no matter what the size of your channel is, and really engaging with people in an authentic way, I think, is important. We have, Three of Swords and the Empress as well. So you have to go into this as a passion project. You can't go in expecting anything, because I think that's just the way it is. Yeah, you value community. Yes, go check out, feel free to post your link here. Her channel is really fun, and she's a very articulate and beautiful young lady. So yeah, the Three of Swords and the Empress, this is you sharing, like, here's what I've been through, here's what happened, and here is how I've grown from this. And let's connect in, sisterhood, or even if it's, all genders, whatever. Like with this Empress energy, it's like, let's create and let's heal and let's make life better for ourselves so that we can move forward in positivity and have a growth mindset type of stuff. And I don't want to be too general there, but I think that's kind of what you're going for. And I'm not saying you won't have an audience. You will. We have the Star here. This is what you don't see coming. We have the Star. We have Empress. There is going to be growth. There is going to be attention on you. And with the Magician, as things grow, your ideas will continue to flourish, and I think that you may take things in different directions, whether that's if you're doing sit-down videos, maybe you do start vlogging, or I'm just throwing stuff out there. With the Devil, you truly cannot compare yourself or your life to somebody else. Let me see the other parts of your question. Okay, now I want to talk about this King of Swords. Let me know if you want any clarification on the videos. But Spirit, show me, who is this King of Swords? We want more details on the King of Swords who is coming Kendra's way in the month of February. We're going to throw... Wow. He's coming from Eight of Cups. He left something behind. Could have left a relationship behind. Eight of Cups, Page of Swords, the World, Three of Cups, and the Sun. Yeah, he is healed from a past relationship, and he is intentionally looking for a partner. The Sun, he is also someone who's trying to focus on the positive and try to move forward. This is not someone who is going to sit and sulk, and I don't think that you are either. And I think, and he may have some fire in his chart as well that's kind of compatible with you with this Sun energy here. Maybe there's, Leo Moon or Leo placements there. We also have the fire-air combo here. And he is not going to let life, circumstances, or the state of the world keep him down. Let me see what else. Wow, we have the Lovers here. Yeah, he's really looking for a good partner. And we have Death, yeah. And he knows what he doesn't want. And maybe his previous partner, I'm going to grab the Lenormand, maybe his previous partner was a little bit down on their situation and a little bit too depressive for him, because I don't think he doesn't want to take, he's not a victim. He doesn't want to entertain like victim mentality type of stuff. It's like you got to pick yourself up. None of us are getting out alive. Wow, we have the man. The man. Here he is. He's showing up. Stars align. Give me a moment here. I need to clarify. Spirit, show me more about this man. More about this man. I'm gonna channel and I'm gonna spitball here on what I'm seeing, okay? I want to talk about his previous relationship because I think this shaped him. I think he was in a long-term connection with someone. He may or may not have a child. I'm kind of leaning against no. He was with a partner where they kind of outgrew each other. And this partner was kind of like going through the motions. Maybe they wanted to have a child. Maybe he doesn't want to have kids. And that kind of became, we have child, coffin, garden. Like, I could be wrong here. This is what I'm saying. I feel like I always say that. The way that you guys meet is going to feel very special. I also feel like it's going to be fated. I think he may have been in a long-term connection with this other person, maybe even for a long time, like when they were youngsters or they knew each other at a young age. And with the Temperance energy over the child, I feel like maybe he was like, look, I do not want to have kids. And that could have been one of the things that separated them. I do kind of feel like the partner was also very much into looks and aesthetics. It's not coming out right. They were very much about appearances of the relationship, where he was looking for a real connection. And I feel like he could be white, by the way. I think he's someone who is a deep thinker and really wants some type of deep connection, but she was very surface level. And I think she wanted to have a kid, and she wanted to have the white picket fence, and and he was like, how can we do that when we aren't even connected anymore? Mountain and 10 of Cups. Like, you want all of these things, but we haven't even paid $200 in pass go for all my Monopoly players out there. Like, what is this? Materialistic, maybe a little bit. And she was like, I want the baby. I want the house. And he's like, can we even... do I want this anymore? And I think the answer was no. And he walked away from this. And I think they really loved each other at one point. I think they grew apart. I think they got together too young. I know some people get married at 18 and they're together forever. Okay, fine, that's great. If you can grow together with someone, awesome, but I don't think that was the case for him. It's possible that you could meet him through a friend. Uranus and Pisces in the 11th house. A friend, connection, or while you're with a friend. He may also have an interesting, eclectic group of friends. He might dress in a very specific style. I feel like he, like, sometimes a little bit formalish, which could be a change for you, or like, wow, this guy really, like, he's really honed in on the way he wants to dress. Like, see this guy with his suspenders and his shirt. It's like he's showing up, putting his best foot forward. And yeah, I think his past relationship really fizzled out. Any other clarification? I'm going to pull some more oracle for you. Happiness, confidence. So let's talk more about Kendra's general energy. Happiness, confidence, friendship, stronger friendships, new friendships, answers, finding. Good luck. Yeah, I see you having fun this year. Letting yourself be happy, letting yourself feel joy, feeling confident, good luck. Maybe you want to go to the casino. Do you see any other physical attributes or how he acts in relationships? Sure. Up next, I have Virgo and others. Let's see, physical attributes and how he acts in relationships. He is patient, spiritual, believes in something. He is not a quitter, does not give up. I have double Leo now, so he could have a strong Leo placement, which would be nice with your Aries. A nice little trine going on here, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Yeah, he is patient, and he also is not the loudest person in the room. There's a strong strength about him, and he is not afraid. I feel like he's generous. I feel like he's spiritual. I think he has good values. Page of Pentacles into the Queen of Swords. You know, I can be generous here, but I'm not going to be taken advantage of. And if something doesn't feel right for me, I'm going to create a boundary. They're not afraid to speak up with their friends or their partners. If something isn't, you're never really going to have to guess about like where he stands, because I think he communicates well. I already pulled those. Hold on. Physical attributes, Spirit. What about physical? Yeah, hardworking. He's very emotionally intelligent. Let me meditate to get more physical, because I'm not really getting any more physical. Hold on one second. Let me grab these two. Holy crap. And then we're going to move on to Virgo. Give me a second here and see what I can see for him. dark hair, maybe blue eyes. He has that like funky sense of style. It's not bad. It's just like he tries to put his best foot forward. Even if he's going to a coffee shop, like he's kind of like my generation would have called it like kind of like hipster chic. Like I don't even know what to call this guy. Hold on. Please don't cancel me. I think he's average height. Everyone's gonna unsubscribe right now because they want their whatever with these tall men. I don't even get it. I think he drinks a lot of coffee. They keep showing me in a coffee shop. I think he drinks a lot of coffee. Hold your vision. Communication is key. Bring love into the situation. Prosperity lies ahead, and the answers you need are coming. I don't know what average height is. I'd say like 5'10". He ain't 6 foot, honey. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Dee Dee, welcome. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Virgo is up. Virgo, go ahead and post if you have not already. And if it's in PayPal, I'll go ahead and grab it. Give me 1 sec, guys. Let me update the list. Thank you. And can you give me a moment? Someone just texted me in Spanish and I need to translate it. Sorry. Hold on 1 sec. Oh my God. I think people think that I can speak Spanish fluently. Oh no, this is something about Israel. So yeah, this is probably a survey. Sorry. I thought it was the guys coming to work on my stuff. Okay, that was easy. Okay. For real. It's like, honey, I went to Spain. I have a Spanish name, but honey, I speak English and a little bit of German. And I wish I spoke Arabic, but sadly, I just have Yalla Yalla Habibi. Arabic is my favorite language. Hopefully, maybe I'll get a little... But yeah, Spanish, I felt like was such a challenge for me. All right, Virgo, let's get into it. Bilingual people. Okay. And Jessica. So let me update my list. I have Virgo. I don't know who this other person is. And I have here's my list. Yalla Yalla Habibi, you know. When I was in Egypt, they would say Yalla Yalla, and I'm like, oh, like to our group, and be like, come on, hurry up, let's go. But I just thought it was so like beautiful. Everyone says Habibi, so I call my cats Habibi. All right, so Virgo's up, and then I have Virgo, I have Jess, I have so if I don't know you, I'm not going to use your government name, but there's a person And I'm just going to put your initial. I don't know who you are, and I'm sorry if I missed you. And your parents speak Arabic, and oh Lord, oh my God, you have the best food though. You got a mix of the best food too. Okay, now I'm jelly. And then I have Julianne. Yes, Rose Quartz, is that you? This is my list. Virgo is up. Thank you. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. I'm just copying Jessie Woo. I made a post this weekend that Jessie Woo, Tim Dillon, and Sloan are my 3 sources of news from all angles, all sides. That's all I watch. For any information I need, one of those 3 people is going to give it to me. And that's it. Okay, we're going to open. Awesome. Thank you guys for your patience. Make sure you like, and we're going to jump back into Virgo. General for the next 30 days. Holy crap. We're getting big kahunas out here, like, out the wazoo. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Thanks, Julianne. I appreciate you. All right, let me breathe. And sorry guys, sometimes I move a little slow transitioning to big kahuna readings. Let me center myself here. Virgo wants a general for the next 30 days. Spirit, show me what's coming in for Virgo. They're taking me to the heart chakra. 5 of Pentacles flipped, but we don't like to take jumpers on this channel because I am a control freak. I pull the cards. Just kidding. All right. Spirit, general the next 30 days for Virgo. For Virgo, Ace of Cups. Temperance. Contentment. You are trying to mind your business, be content, and also I see you putting a positive foot forward. You are trying to move forward with a positive mindset. Ace of Cups. You realize that you, Virgo, you're operating from the Ace of Cups. You're saying, look, I'm healed. I realize that I believe you're coming to a place in life where you realize you have everything that you need. Your cup has runneth over. Maybe you don't have every single thing, or maybe you still want the partner and blah, 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 and you're talking to these people, which I'll talk about later. But with temperance, it's like, you know what? I can breathe in this moment because I am content. I'm seeing you sitting in contentment in the next 30 days and being really grateful for what you have. And when you operate from that place, that is when other beautiful things can show up in your life as a bonus, okay? Instead of you desperately trying to, you know what I mean, force something to work that doesn't make sense. 4 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. Let other people make plans and let other people come to you. 4 of Swords. You're kind of taking a step back and saying, like, you know what? If I don't want to get out of my bed right now, like, I'm not going to. 4 of Swords. You need to make sure you're getting rest and that you're sleeping. Let me see what else. Next 30 days for Virgo, Spirit, show me. Next 30 days. Next 30 days. I love the world in this deck is one of my favorites. She's just like, I'm throwing my hat, honey. 10 of Wands. Yeah, you're coming out of a rough patch. And I don't just mean with work. I mean, personally, I'm not going to spell it out, but like everything that you've shared, everything that you've gone through in the last year, and the grief and the things that you've gone through, like you had to figure it all out by yourself. And you didn't really have a ton of support from other people. I mean, there were people here and there, but yeah, you're saying, I'm really proud of myself. Last week was weird. I'm out of that space. I was also, girl, I understand that, right? Yeah. Let's talk about what you don't see coming. You may choose to start a new spiritual practice, Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant, the World and the Hermit. Things are changing. Things are changing for you spiritually, and maybe you're giving more up to spirit and just like, look. And especially in the type of work that you do, I can only imagine where there's I mean, with you know, life and death and the things that you see every day, I mean, I'm sure there's moments where you're like, I just have to surrender. Like, all these people are running around with these med carts. I just have to hope and pray that everything goes okay and that people are doing what they're supposed to do, because that's really all that we can do. And so Virgos very much can be cool as a cucumber. And you are able to hold a lot of stress together. Even the way that you come across, even when you were going through it, I don't think anyone, your colleagues or whoever, I don't even think people would even know that you were dealing with the level of stress that you were dealing with, because you can remain so cool as a cucumber, okay? Moving forward, I feel like you may be expressing yourself more, and you may start having courage to speak up and say more of what you think and how you feel, and not really worrying too much about like the consequence of where it's going to land. You're not saying anything like outrageous or inappropriate, but using that throat chakra, your throat chakra might feel a little bit tied up. And I think that could help you, whether this is like, you know, having conversations at work and disciplining, or maybe even telling people how you really feel about something, Virgo. Because a Virgo loves, Virgos are critical, and Virgos can really, I know Virgos, and I'm not saying you are one, but I also know some Virgos who really like to gossip. And like, if you need to like vent or let loose, like go ahead and do it. Talk to someone that you can trust and vent to them. And like, and that's okay. The Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune, coming back to yourself and realizing that yes, you are open, and yes, there could be these other people around you, which I'm gonna pull, because I know I do a lot of love readings for you. I want to see who's in that your energy, so I'm going to pull on that next. But it's really about owning the life that you've created for yourself and being really proud of yourself. So you said, I have so much attitude thrown at me, nurses walking out. God. Grief therapy, hell yes. I'm going back to therapy tomorrow, and it is beyond due. Because I have to do last call for donations, and I'm sorry, but I have to. because I can't be on for like 2 hours again. So I'm gonna do last call. Oops. Okay. Spirit, show me what's going on in love in the next 30 days for Virgo. 9 of Swords. If someone is giving you anxiety or they're not being clear and they can't communicate, boy, bye. If you want to leave me hanging up in this tree, you don't want to move forward, you want to be confusing, you can't tell me your truth, boy, bye. I need an Emperor. You need someone who can... Someone is going to trigger you in romance. Someone's going to trigger you in romance. And I know we kind of already talked about one of those situations before. If you aren't being clear with me and I don't understand what the hell is happening, you either act like an emperor or you need to go away. 3 of Pentacles. I can't do anything with this situation unless you communicate clearly with me, the devil, and it's going to trigger you. Like, what the hell are you doing? What's the point of this? Kendra, thank you so much. All right, let's grab, so I need to move some stuff around the cart, but I'm going to grab from a couple decks on the bottom shelf of my oracle cart. Last call for donations, and I have to stick to it because I gotta keep it moving tonight, guys. Woo. Especially if these people end up showing up here. Sanctuary. Yes, your home, what you've built, what you've created is a sanctuary. Growth, hell yeah. We have chaos. And I think the storm spirit is kind of what's happening in the romance department. Miracles. I'm pulling one more. Transcending. You're kind of letting things go, which I do feel like Virgos can do that pretty decently. You're going to be productive next 30 days, grounding, happiness. Yeah, I feel like I see you being happy and content. Even if some guy is annoying and triggers you, you're still going to be happy and content. Yeah, cleansing, getting rid of anything. You could even be doing some like cleansing within your home, but it's just like, yeah, if this isn't in alignment with me, like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. A few more. Let me know if you need any clarification. I'm going to roll the Astro Dice Spirit. What else? After some bitching. Right, I mean, yeah. Capricorn, Cap Moon. Oh, I love a Cap Moon. Cap Moon in the 8th house. Your feelings about someone or something are radically shifting and changing. Capricorn Moon in the 8th house. I thought that this was going one way and it's really going a different way, and I have to be okay with that. And you are, I mean, Cap Moons are tough. Like, I think you are going to be okay with it, but it's just surprising. And you may want to look up the eclipse date because it could be around that, where you're just like, oh, I have new information and I don't really like how this thing is looking. Worthiness. knowing that you deserve to receive good in all ways. A major life change brings you a great blessing, blessed change. Yeah, we're on the eclipse time. Protection. You and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected. Dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. So even though there's this emotional shift and a change happening, you're still moving forward in a positive way, which is great. The lotus within you awakes. You are a master of light on high. Your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go and clear your mind. Yeah. If you're starting to feel attached to a situation and it starts to go left, surrender it. Listen to the eternal song of your soul. Tune into it and learn to trust it. And finally, I have cross the bridge of happiness. It leads over the depths of your emotions. Yes. So if something does kind of disturb you, shake you a little bit, lean back into what you have, your contentment, what you've built, the things that no one can take from you, because you've really done a lot for yourself. Can I get a card on motherhood? Yes, and I'm going to pull from the rose deck. Yeah, you can get more than one. Hold on. A card on motherhood, spirit messages about motherhood. How am I doing with my Scorpio child? Answer the call, leadership, empowerment, soul gifts, the anointed. Yeah. He chose you. He chose you for this life. And you are leading him in the right direction. You are leading him well. And I don't think he would have chose anyone else to be his leader in this life. Potential promise. It's about to happen. Keep going. If you are waiting for a positive shift and change, again, entertainment purposes only, it's about to happen. There's about to be some type of movement forward with him. If you're waiting on something or something to progress or for him to get to the next level of something, I think it's right around the corner. Scorpios are tough. They don't play games. No, we don't. I mean business, and I hate that I'm wired this way, to be quite honest with you. But this is the way I am. I like to be silly, but I also yeah, it's not easy being a Scorpio. I'm so emo. Woe is me. Yeah. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Thank you so much, Virgo. Jess, you're up next, boo. Jess, if you're here, go ahead and post. All right, readings are now closed. My reading list is closed. Okay. All right, Jess, let's do it, babe. Okay, so now I have, let me go back. Do you guys know how hard newbie works on this channel? Because keeping the list going is a big deal. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. Okay, cool. General from, you know what, let's use Druidcraft for Jess. All right, Jessica, make sure you guys like and subscribe. My reading list is now closed. Come back Wednesday. I plan to be on 4 p.m. Wednesday unless something else weird happens like it did today. If I adjust my time, I'll let you guys know. If you want to book a private reading, all my information is in the description. My private readings, for anyone that's had one, feel free to share your testimonials. But yeah, I go into a deep meditation and I share, what Spirit's trying to bring forward, and we can dive really deep into anything you want to talk about. I do not do any kind of medical mediumship or talk about health stuff. That's pretty much the only thing I won't get into because I just don't know enough about that, and that's not my area. So, yeah, general. Jessica, deep breath, 4 of Pentacles. What are you holding back? General reading for Jessica. 3 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. You have way more power in this situation than you are giving yourself credit for. By the way, I know you hear me say that, but it's true. You need to make sure that you are leaning into community and friendship and talking to people that you really trust right now. I don't know if you go to therapy or anything like that, just throwing that out there. 10 of Pentacles, I feel like money is okay. I feel like money really isn't necessarily your worry or your concern. I feel like there could be some arguing going on. Why? Because I have the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. Here we have the Magician and the 6 of Cups as well. The 6 of Cups talks about children, and it also talks about past cycles. You started seeing what good. That's amazing. Great. That's giving me hope for tomorrow because I have to go tomorrow. Anyway, with that being said, arguments I'm just going to channel here. Arguments are sometimes necessary, but it's important for there to be resolution, and it's important for the goal to hopefully be so that they are a bit productive. And that's when the worry creeps in. Because if you're having an argument with someone and everyone's losing, we need to come back to the drawing board and figure out the solution. Because the solution is not found. And the solution not being found, and both parties feeling defeated, this could be relationship, work, family, whatever this is what is leading to this anxiety. And this anxiety is, entertainment purposes only, I don't do health readings, is hitting your nervous system in a way that is so jarring. You probably wanted a beautiful reading, and I'm sorry that this is what I'm delivering. But your nervous system feels the way that it does because it can't be silent. Because there's something that's rattling within you saying that, like, this needs to be resolved. This 9 of Swords, it's keeping you up. King of Swords. What is the most intelligent, if you take your heart out of the mix and everyone's story and you look at the facts, which is what the King of Swords wants to do, how would you solve it logically? So that's the message for you is, what is the most logical solution to get through what is causing my anxiety right now? I ruminate and I can't get resolution. Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you. And I think there's part of you that's holding back fully expressing this, maybe to others, which is why I think the therapy thing is going to be helpful, because you're not ready to open. This is a really interesting Four of Pentacles, because it's almost like this is like a Pandora's box, because once you open it, you can't close it again. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm not trying to say that to scare you. I just feel like you may have stored a lot of things away and not expressed some things. And so I think some shit is kind of being pent up. And in the rumination and all of that stuff is why you're having the anxiety here. You will solve it. But it's going to come from the most logical outcome, it's going to come from what your head wants, not what your heart wants, if that makes sense. Entertainment purposes only. I'm just reading the King of Swords here. South Node. The other thing I would recommend for you is having like a spiritual come to Jesus. And like South Node, 9th house, Cancer. Like getting on your knees and being like, Spirit, I have no idea. Like, please help me through this because I don't know where to go right now. And I'm ruminating and I'm frustrated and I don't know where to go. And I know that sounds so easy and so elementary. I forget that all the time because I deal with anxiety and I will, stew and be on all this crap. And then I'm like, hold on. I have spirit. I do readings all day for people. And then I sit here and I forget to call on that same thing to help me through something big or small, right? So, there is a solution. And I asking for help or finding help in doing this, I think is a great thing. Damn, Jess. But yeah, you can't keep it, I think that you have held back for a reasonable amount of time, and now it's time for you to like do something and express it in a constructive way that makes logical sense. If that makes sense. Jessica, that's what I have for you. I wish I could have given you a way cooler reading than that, but this is how I read, and this is what came out. And not every day, like we go through, whenever we go through shifts or anxiety or changes and these challenges, when our life is good and our life is sweet, I think we cherish it that much more. Do you know what I'm saying? And the other thing is like you're in tune, you're awake, you're someone who's tapped into higher frequencies of life. And because you have that responsibility, and I feel like you also had that responsibility in a past life with that South Node, you can't go stick your head in the sand. Like, you're awake. You can't go to sleep. You were born awake, my friend. And so all of these things that make your nervous system feel uncomfortable, you're going to feel it until you resolve it. Jessica, thank you so much. Next time I read for you, I'm going to tell you that a beautiful unicorn is approaching your doorstep, and you're going to have the best day ever. That's what's on the way. I'm going to leave that with you. In Spirit's blessing. Thank you so much. Okay, up next, I have Rose, Julianne, and Ken. I feel like I saw Chris on here at some point, but that's okay. I don't know, that maybe there was just too many people. Which is fine because... All right, Rose Quartz. I see your question here, and we're going to go for it. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. Thank you, Jess. Okay, Rose Quartz wants to know, will Tony and I get back together before the end of February? Spirit, show me the energy between Rose Quartz and Tony. Spirit, show me the energy. Welcome in, my friend. Rose Quartz, let's do it. Will Tony and I get back together before the end of February? Six of Wands. Six of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Hermit. Nine of Swords, Ace of Cups. I think the love is there. And we have King of Pentacles on the top of the deck. I'm going to say yes, but I don't give a reading that easy, so we're going to get into the details, Hanny. Interesting. I have the King and Queen of Pentacles at the top and bottom of the deck. I dare say there's quite a bit of compatibility here, I will say. And as long as it's not toxic and you guys are being good to each other, I feel like this is fine. I feel like this is fine. I think that you guys will get back together. Six of Wands is victory. Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. If this is what you want, communication has to be clear. You know, if he's in the wrong, or maybe you guys are just taking space. We have the Hermit here. You know, Knight of Wands. You know, let him come in, hear him out. Also, make sure he's not just looking for a booty call and comfort. You want connection. Unless you want booty call. I don't know you. I don't know you, Rose Quartz. So, you tell me. But, here's what I'll say, babe. If he brings you, the love is here. I do, Ace of Cups. There is renewal. There is genuine care for each other. If this Tony is giving you more anxiety than it's worth, that's something to think about. But overall, the cards look really good, I will say. And make sure that you are making the right decisions for yourself in this relationship. And if you feel that this is the right thing, and you know in your heart that this is the right thing, then yeah, I see you guys getting back together. I also feel like whatever happened wasn't a horrible situation either. Like what led to the separation. Libra moon in the second house. Am I on track here? with that rose quartz. Yeah, Libra moon in the second house. Libra moon is very reasonable. A Libra moon is very even keel. I wish I was a Libra moon, to be quite honest. Libra moon in the second house. There could have been something about finances involved here as well, or assets with the second house. You said I am. Yeah, it doesn't feel like the worst thing in the world. He's a Libra. Okay, cool. Yeah. There could have been a financial element here. But living in anxiety, if you're someone who's anxiously attached, or he is with this Nine of Swords, the anxiety is something to definitely pay attention to and try to heal that. But I'm wishing you the best. You're a Taurus. Oh, that's actually kind of a fun combo. Libra and Taurus are both ruled by Venus, by the planet Venus of love. So I can see, oh my God, I was talking to my Taurus friend last night, and he's just so, like, not to put his stuff out there, but he was telling me his story, and I was just like, and probably because I come from such toxic dynamics and I'm a Scorpio, but he's like, the patience and kindness that he has with, like, his lover and, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, honey, I would burn it all down tonight. Like, no. There is no, like, we ride now. Anyway. I hope I'm making sense. I'm a little tired, but yeah, Taurus and Libra can be, I think that's why I'm picking up this gentle energy here. So that's good. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. I will say Libra men are definitely more on the gentle side. For sure, for sure, for sure. I don't particularly like Libra men for myself. And I've also seen a few liars out there. Like, I've seen Libra men lies. I'm just not a fan. It's also not compatible with me. But, enjoy. Like, one of my friends is a Libra boyfriend, and things are fine. So, we're moving on to Julianne. Julianne, I kind of want to use Tarot of the Hidden Realm for you because it is funky and it has some really cool artwork that you might appreciate. It's different. And I know you are an art person, so you might appreciate it. Let's do it. All right, so you want a big kahuna, right? Oh, you have multiple yeah, let me know what you want to do. Ooh. Long post. I'll make it simple. No, you're fine. I got you, boo. So Kendra, this is a big kahuna, so FYI, we're gonna be here for a minute. And then, yeah. I was looking up Hallmark stuff, like the TV channel, and so now I have like Hallmark advertisements everywhere. Even on this YouTube, even on my own channel that I'm watching, I'm like, this is weird. This is weird. Yeah, but you want to just let me know that you want the big kahuna or if you want an in-depth. I keep having these tugs to create a space for connection, creation, healing. Is there any insight on me doing so? And also, hit me with a general anything I need to hear. Tell me if I need to elaborate more. I could do 2 different readings, or I can try to hit it all in one. Let me know what you want to do. I think I can do it. I got you. Creating a space. Creating for spaces for community is a big deal. Okay, cool. So I'm going to start there and then I'll lay some general over it. All right, deep breath, spirit, show me energy around Julianne. I actually like how this looks on this backdrop. Oof, the colors and this 3 of Swords. Oh my God. You have a very unique vision. Okay. Wow. Chariot. Someone's actually going to help you. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's talk about this. The 3 of Wands. It's going down. You're going to do this. The Hanged Man. I think that you, and it's funny because I don't know if this is something you thought about more recently, but I feel like even a few years ago, this wasn't really on your radar. I feel like this is something where you'd have been like, I don't know about this. So, which is funny because there's kind of a space like this that exists in my community. So, we have the Hanged Man and the 3 of Swords. Your perspective has shifted, and I think that you realize that community is a really big deal. And so creating a space for people to connect, create, and heal is huge. 3 of Swords, a lot of people are hurting. A lot of people are in need of healing. Look how gorgeous this deck is. I need to do a big spread with this for myself. I need some healing right now. The 3 of Wands, King of Cups, you are doing this. There could also be some men that join you and want to collaborate. Like, I feel like this is an all gender thing, not just like a woman's only type of thing. So with this 3 of Wands, King of Wands, and King of Cups, I feel like this is happening, and I feel like you have the vision, you want to execute it, and what you don't see coming is, in terms of creative pursuits like this, we have the Lovers here, and it doesn't necessarily mean a lover. This could be an investor, or this could be a partner who sees the vision, appreciates what you want to do, and kind of hits the ground running and wants to make this thing happen. We also have another King of Swords, like more and more people are coming. I'm also seeing all genders, all ages as well. Like maybe there's even space for, and this is a tiny Page of Wands, this little kid, but maybe there's even space for kids to create, or like, you know, specific hours or specific programs or whatever. Wow, this is beautiful. Six of Swords, a place where people can find healing, a place where people can find transcendence and positivity so that they can move on to that next chapter. It's kind of a come as you are type of thing. One of the things I will say about that is when you do stuff like this, because I've watched it happen in different locations, different settings, multiple different cities, right? And I'm not the same thing that you're thinking of, but whether it's like a healing collective or like an art space or whatever it is, the other thing to remember is people, and I'm not trying to rain on your parade, by the way, so just don't hate me right now. But what I will say is you will not please everybody, and there are going to be people that suck, just like anywhere, just like a job, just like when you go to the bank, just like when you go anywhere, there's always going to be someone who kind of sucks. And just know that like it may not be a perfect utopia, but it can be as close to that vision as you can possibly want or get it to. And I'm just gonna leave that there. 10 of Cups, I think there's going to be the people that you choose to co-manage or run or do this thing with have a lot of wisdom to share. You see this crone with this 10 of Cups. She's like, here, I want to share with you. I want to help heal you. I want to help teach you as well. There could be classes. I want it to grow other avenues, not just art, but that's where others can come in later and add to it. Yeah. Which is great. This thing could move forward quicker than you think if this is what you want to set your mind and your heart to. King of Wands. The Chariot, this thing's happening and this thing's moving forward. Right. But there may be some not so fun aspects of it and logistics where it's like, there's this weird, creepy person and we're open to the public and we have to like ban them. You know what I mean? I'm a Capricorn rising. Just humor me. I'm just saying like the weird, obscure shit will exist, but this will be a beautiful place. And I see you being able to bring this vision to life. And unexpectedly, there's actually, it doesn't have to be all men, but there's a couple men or people with more masculine energy as well that want to partner with you and help bring things forward. Spirit, show me what else. Oop, that was Mars. I know it was Mars, so I'm sticking with it. I'm going to stick beside it. Mars in Aquarius in the 3rd house. Communication is going to be paramount. There may even be some type of leadership board that you have to assemble. I feel like this thing could grow and there could be a lot of different people. Look at all these faces. Because a lot of people are looking to connect face to face now. Security. No. I mean, I don't necessarily think you need to hire security, but it's like if something's weird, there's someone that has to answer to that. You know what I'm saying? We have the World and the Emperor down here. I haven't even really talked about that. You're in a place in your life where you're like, I'm in a new chapter and I want to create something huge. The Emperor and the King of Wands. This is like ambitious energy. The Emperor and this King of Wands. It's like, I want to create something huge. And the Chariot hidden down here is like, this is coming to life. It can help people, heal people, bring a new perspective. purity, leadership, gratitude, patience, strength. Give me a second and then I'll pull the other stuff for you as well. I'm going to pull the lion deck for you. I rolled the Astro dice. I don't want to forget anything. Sometimes I put them back and I forget. Wow. Acceptance, letting go, and divine perfection. I also saw, because like my eyes are all messed up today. I saw divine partnership, and I really do believe, and again, not necessarily romantic, but business partners in, when I see the Lovers for something like that, I think it's a great thing. Waves of inspiration, dedication, stamina, and new energy. You are going to have so much like free-flowing creative energy that you want to throw into this thing. Like, I just don't see you stopping. But the Three of Wands is like, it's coming together. You just need to put the right things in place, location, all of that stuff. Infinite paths, options, time, travel, quantum, freedom to choose, balanced schedule, heart living, tantric union. Another thing I'll say is I have a friend who, there's a place like this in my community, and then during like COVID or like other, you know, financial downtimes, there's people who like teach or have different classes or whatever, and they kind of even branched out to local libraries, so you can like rent out, and I don't know what it's like in your community, but there could be, even if you wanted to start something small, like you could even do something at your local library so you don't have like overhead, and you can kind of like start something small and then like branch out from there. Spirit, show me what other energy. So let's get into the general energy for Julianne. General energy. Time for a deep dive. Sweet results await. Very positive. Set healthy boundaries. We have trust the great mystery. I'm going to pull from this too. Ooh, reclaim your power. The Panther is one of my favorite ones in this deck. Really, really cool. Yeah. Because whether even, I'm just saying, let's say you want to teach an art class or paint it, whatever, you know, your medium is that you want to do, you could kind of start small and just say, hey, you know, blah, 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 and like talk to them and see if you can either get on the schedule, or you block out a room and then you promote it through your own social media or whatever you want to do. Or you create a meetup and do it that way, which is how they do it. Spirit, show me general messages for Julianne, the moon. Friendship and connection is important right now. We have the Tower. We have the Eight of Swords. Holy crap. So I am seeing we're going to really change gears here. We're going to really change gears here. And this could be about what we talked about before. I'm not going to like put it on blast. We have the moon here, and we're about to have some big eclipse energy in February. And I think there could be a personal shift. And the Five of Pentacles here, we have mother and daughter, mother and child. Eight of Swords, a conversation. Look how, holy crap, like this Eight of Swords is, or I'm sorry, I thought that was Eight of Wands. This is Eight of Swords is, I think there's something that you held yourself back from for a very long time. Perhaps if there needs to be some type of separation going on here. Leaning on friends for help, I think, is going to be really important. We also have the Tower here. So there could be something really big that bubbles up during eclipse season. And then after eclipse season, you might be able to just like move on and have a fresh start from there. Yeah. The Empress. You're kind of gonna be creating a new life and a new world for yourself when you, whether it's, you know, it happens during the eclipse or after that. Because I feel like your creative energy is a little bit stifled given the situation that you're dealing with. Yeah. But the Empress energy is kind of the result of, you know, Five of Pentacles. Don't let, you know, fear of being alone or any of that stuff kind of hold you back. Because I think, you know, you're on the right track here. Spirit, let's pull from the Moon deck. Let me know if you need any other clarification. Let's get into the Moon deck here. Here's the eclipse. Expect powerful change. I think something might happen around the eclipse. We have surrender to the divine. What do you need to release? Your dreams need a practical plan. A win-win outcome is forecast. If you are afraid, I feel like whatever you do in that separation, in that situation, you may not see it this way and you may be worried about the partner, but I kind of feel like this may be a win-win so that you guys can live life and do what you need to do, because I don't know that you're your best selves in the current state. Right. Yeah. That's what I have for you, my friend. I'm going to leave that with you. And Spirit's blessing. And up next, I have Kendra. Let me know, Julian, if you need any, you're not worried about me. Yeah. Let me know if you need any other clarification. And Kendra, if you are here, go ahead and post if you have not, or if it's in PayPal. You know the drill. I just... Got it. Yeah. Not thriving, coexisting. Right. For sure. I will leave that with you. And Spirit's blessing. Thank you so much. Yay. All right, Kendra, go ahead. And let me pull my phone up and look. A mini general. We're going to use this deck. Okay, Spirit, I got one more in me. Spirit, let's tap into Kendra's energy. I'm going to go watch her video tonight, too. I'm going to roll these first. Spirit, general message for Kendra. Let's get new information. Let's grab let's dig into the ether. Let's grab other information for Kendra Spirit. Show me. Show me. We've had a big theme of friendship tonight. Moon in Aquarius in the 3rd house. Hi, Amber. She's like, my heating pad is off. Please turn it back on, please. Aquarius moon in the 3rd house is, Aquarius is a sign of friendship. We also have communication, communicating your feelings, really opening up and being authentic, spending some quality time with friends, I think is really important for you to invest in right now. Spirit, show me, or maybe focusing on meeting new friends. Spirit, show me what general reading for Kendra. What does Kendra need to know right now? There's healing going on with you, even if you don't realize it. You've learned so much, I feel like, in your short life. Temperance, yeah. You have integrated the healing and wisdom, and the other thing is, I feel like when you were younger, you were much more reactive to things, but now I think you realize that A, it's either not personal, or B, like, that's their stuff. Like, that's their shit, right? And you just really want to keep the peace. And the other thing I'll say is, with Temperance in the center of this reading, if there are people who, and it's not saying you don't want to be around, because everyone is imperfect and everyone has issues, right? But if there are people around you who are showing you signs, and this could even be within friendships too, that like your nervous system is like, danger, danger, something isn't right here, you're not going to ignore that. I see you being very content, wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups. Extremely intuitive during this time. If you feel good energy, here's the thing. Sometimes we have friends for a reason, season, lifetime, whatever, right? But I feel like you're coming into alignment with friends that, Temperance, 9 of Cups, we're on the same wavelength. We feel good in each other's presence, and we're going to keep choosing this as long as it feels good. And if you share those same values and it's feeling good, lean into it. And I think you're going to find some happiness. It could be some new people. Yeah. There's also this interesting 10 of Cups. Yeah, I see some new people entering the chat. There's a, of your life, there's an app called like Bumble BFF where you can meet friends. But I encourage you to like go to meetups and meet new people and create some community. Because I think you're a cool person to connect with, and I feel like you have a BFF out there like waiting for you. And that's the other thing. I feel like Aries women typically don't give a crap about much as well. And I kind of wish I felt that way about life. But yeah, I see you coming into alignment with people who feel like family. People you can open up and talk to and have good conversation. One of the things that I'm learning right now is that and one of my dear friends has been trying to tell me this for a long time, and I don't think I really understood it until now, is that people may come in and out of your life, but Spirit is always going to bring people around you when you need them, even if it doesn't like last forever, whether that's relationships or, you know, friendships. So I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. I'm starting to lose my voice and I'm going to go. But Kendra, thank you so much for letting me read for you. I plan to be back on Wednesday, and hopefully I won't have another weird appliance debacle, and we'll see what happens. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.